Well, hello, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we're going to go over the answers to our Bellwork. So we are doing the odds today on this paper. When we are finished, you will get 20 points for this side. So I'll have you later on, you'll write 20 if you did all the problems like you were supposed to up in the top right-hand corner. An easy 20 points. Okay, let's go to problem number 1. In problem number 1, it says, what is the probability of rolling an odd number with one roll on a number cube? Okay, well, on a number cube, you have these numbers. You can have a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, or a 6 on the number cube. Everyone agrees? Okay, how many of those are odd numbers? Well, the odd numbers are 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5, right? So how many odd numbers are there? 3. How many total outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? What does 3 over 6 simplify to as a fraction? Yes. 1/2. And 1/2 equals 50%. So you could have the answer 1/2, 50%. You could write it as 1.2. You could also write it as 1 to 2. Any questions on how to do number 1? Most of you have 1/2 probably, don't you, or 50%? Good. That's fine. Number 3, write 9/10 as a percent. Well, kids, as we said yesterday, percent means per 100. So we just have to get that over our 100, which is easy. 10 times 10 is 100. 9 times 10 is 90. 90 over 100, 90%. Any questions on that? Great. Let's go on to number 5. Now, we've not talked a lot about this, but these are things that could be on an achievement test. Okay, it says, edges. A pyramid with a triangular base has how many edges? Edges are lines. So how many lines are in this shape? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the dotted one makes 6. That is correct. There are 6 edges. Vertices are the points. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 vertices. Everyone understand that? And faces are shapes. We have 1, 2, the back is 3, and the bottom is 4. 4 shapes. They're all triangles, aren't they? Sometimes they don't have all the same shape. All right, let's go to number 7. In problem number 7, you need to know about PEMDAS. PEMDAS means you do parentheses, exponents, then you do multiplication or division, and then the last thing you do is add and subtract or subtract add. In this problem, the first thing you're going to do is 5 times 3, right? And that's 15. What is 20? Then you go back to the beginning. 20 minus 15 is 5, plus 3 is what? 8. Any questions on that one, kids? All pretty good? Did everybody get 8? Good. Okay, number 9. In this problem, 5 times n equals 90. Well, 5n equals 90. What do we have to do to figure out what n is? Yeah. Divide both sides by 5. So, divide by 5, divide by 5, and n equals 90 divided by 5, subtract, bring down, 18. N equals 18. Any questions on how to do that problem? Okay. Number 11. In number 11, you take 18 times 16 and divide it by 24. So, 18 times 16. All right, 6 times 8 is 48, carry a 4, plus that's a 10, place value 0. Add them together, I get 288. Now I have to take 288 and divide it by 24. How many 24s are in a 28? 1. Subtract. Bring down. How many 24s are in a 48? 2. So the answer is 12. Any questions on that? All right. Now let's go on to number 13. In 13, you're going to add what's in the parentheses, right? Now, when you add fractions, sorry about that, when you add decimals, you line them up, right? So in this problem, you're going to have 1 4/10 plus 0.42. So I'm just going to put 1.4 above it and add it right here. Line my decimal points up. That's 2, 8. So I have 1 82/100. Now you're going to have 5 minus 1 82/100. So 5 decimal point minus 1 82/100. Now what do I have to do before I can subtract? I have to put zeros above the empty spots. And now I have to borrow because 0 can't subtract a 2. Borrow from the 5, it turns into a 4, and that turns into a 10. Borrow from the 10, it turns into a 9, that turns into a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Decimal point. The answer to number 13 is 3 18/100. Any questions? Okay, in number 15, we have to add fractions, but they have different denominators. So we have to change 3/5 and 1/2 so that they have the same denominator. Okay? What will 5 and 2 both divide? 10. That's right. 3/5 equals how many tenths? Well, 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. So you're going to have 6 tenths. 5 and 6 tenths plus 4 plus 2 and 1/2 equals how many tenths? 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 is 5. So yeah, 5 tenths. Now we can add. Do your fraction first. What's 6 tenths plus 5 tenths? What's 6 plus 5? Class? 15. No. 11. 6 plus 5 is 11 tenths. And 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. So our whole number is 11 and 11 tenths. But kids, that answer is not going to be in your choices. Why will 11 and 11 tenths not be in your choices? Yes. Yes, this is an improper fraction. The 11 is bigger than the 10. That equals the mixed number 1 and 1/10, right? So what's your final answer going to be for number 15? Yes. 12 and 1/10. Any questions on that? Okay. Now let's do number 17. In number 17, you have to show changing them to improper fractions. So here you go. You multiply, add, and put it on top. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25/8. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 8/5. Now, does anyone see shortcuts on this problem? Do you see a shortcut? Yes. What might it be? Yes, the 8s can turn into 1s. 8 goes into 8 once. 8 goes into 8 once. Do you see the other shortcut? I made it nice and big. Yes. Yeah, Hannah? Right. 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 will divide 25 5 times. Now I can multiply straight across. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1, and our answer is 5. Any questions on that? Our last one is number 19, and it's really easy. Oh, What's the decimal for 1.5? Someone besides Hannah. Rana.
1.5.
Right, so this is just going to be 1.5 plus 0.75. All right, I'm going to show my work for this one over here. So 1.5, when you add decimals, you have to line your decimal point up. Oh, I've made it too big. Let me shrink your screen here. There we go. And we're adding 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry a 1. Don't forget your decimal point. And the answer is 2 25/100. Are there any questions on this problem? All right. Then we're going to get our review worksheet and work on that. And I'll give you your quizzes back, and I'll give you another quiz so you can redo it and get a better score on the quiz. All right. Have a good day.